I'm Dr. Richard Brown. I'm a psychiatrist. I'm an associate professor of clinical psychiatry at Columbia University. I'm a psychopharmacologist, but I do a lot of service work in the US and around the world, teaching yoga breathing techniques to people who have had a lot of stress, or to healthy people who want to have more energy, sleep better, feel more calm, have more clarity and peace of mind. I've worked with 9/11 responders in the past, and they have felt it was very beneficial. I also work with military veterans, Australian Vietnam veterans, as well as American veterans returning from Iraq and Afghanistan. I also do work with cancer patients. All of these situations mean that people who have had a lot of stress experience very positive changes in their feeling of well-being. One of the things that happens from stress is that our mind keeps going back to it, and then we also worry that similar stress will occur in the future. So our mind is hardly ever in the present anymore. It's either in the past or the future. And that constant movement creates an energy drain that makes us not able to experience joy right in the present. Chronic stress leads to a depletion of our energy reserves, and we ordinarily don't think about the energy we put into our body. The source of energy that you can least go without is oxygen. Breathing, you cannot go without breathing for more than about 4 minutes. You can go without sleep for a couple days, you can go without food for a month, but breathing you need constantly. And when you breathe, you not only take in oxygen, but you give out carbon dioxide, plus you release toxins that are created from your chemical metabolism in the cells. These are free radicals. So for example, this can be measured during exercise, how much of the toxic free radicals you're producing. The more trained you are physically, the less toxins you produce when you exercise. One of the problems for many people who were at ground zero is their lungs have been damaged and need healing. The yoga breathing techniques and meditation, which activates healing processes in your nervous system, can complement any other form of treatment that you're doing. I've had a number of patients with very severe lung disease, and what their pulmonologists report to me is that over the next 6 to 12 months, their pulmonary functions improve 30 to 60%. Generally, within the first 6 weeks after the course, their pulmonary function will improve at least 20%. And if they continue to practice, the benefits will accumulate over time. Another study showed that the tissue uptake of oxygen was also dramatically improved by the first kind of breathing. Also, the electrical activity of the heart is very much improved. So I'm talking about peace of mind, better sleep, better clarity, and also better functioning of your breathing apparatus. When I first heard about these yoga breathing techniques, I was very skeptical because I had been teaching martial arts breathing techniques, and I thought yoga was extremely wimpy. But I realized that the martial arts techniques I teach, including the breathing, were much too strenuous for most Americans. So I thought the yoga breathing would be much easier for most of my patients. And I sent hundreds of patients, and they had to assign a senior teacher to teach all the patients I was sending. And the patients kept coming back to me and going, "I've been transformed by this." And I'd say, "That's really nice. I thought breathing would be really good for you." And the teacher kept saying, "You know, you've really got to take our course to see what it's like." And I said, "You know, I do breathing, I do meditation, I've been doing this all my life. I don't need another technique." But finally the teacher said, "You know, if you're going to send patients, you should know what they experience." And so I arranged a course with a bunch of friends who were, you know, health professionals, and we had the most amazing experiences during the course. And the first time that I did the breathing, I just felt so full of joy. And I was a happy person before that. I had everything anybody could want in life and was, you know, very happy helping people doing what I was doing. But I realized this breathing was not only much more powerful, but so much easier to learn and to do every day than what I had been already teaching for years. So I became a teacher. and now I share it with people all over the world. In most of my classes, I have people almost 90 years old. Many of them have never done any kind of physical yoga movements. The yoga I teach is extremely gentle and pleasant. One of the courses I just did in the last couple months, I had a woman who was 300 pounds, and she was terrified of the yoga, and she loved it. She said she'd never felt so good and so in touch with her body.